Well, sexy is a feeling. If you feel like it, then you are it. It's not just naked boob. Yeah, no, true. No, my boyfriend actually thinks I'm sexy all the time. Uh, Trust me, I know he thinks I'm sexy all the time. Oh, he tells me. Sweatpants and sandals, yeah. And a hoodie, yes, thank you. Thank you. That is like, or just shorts and a giant hoodie and sandals, you know? And the hoodie like goes almost down to your knees. Normalize hot dudes in yoga pants. Oh my god. Could you imagine dudes walking around in yoga pants? That's okay with me. Honestly, I think though yoga pants started for guys, right? Like in the 1980s during hair metal, weren't guys in yoga pants? Weren't they in like super tight, like you could see the outline of their pee pants? Wasn't that like the rage? Do you like to masturbate? Yes, I do. Actually, whenever I'm fishing, I use the masturbate, just like how you spelled it, Masturbait. I put on the ultimate bait, and I roll in with the tuna. I get mahi mahi. Those are the only two fish I can know off the top of my head. Masturbate. What kind of stain did Tim McGraw have on his shirt? I don't know what that means. Masturbate, then use the master ball. Intelligence is sexy in a woman. I can't date a woman I can't have a combo with. Dude, okay. The truth is, intelligence is sexy on anyone. You want to have matching intellect. I think the most attractive thing for a person is being able to have a conversation and being able to control your emotions. I find those two things really sexy. You know, if you're not flying off the handle over traffic, I'm hype. I'm like, yeah, let's enjoy the drive together. Why do we have to be angry it's not going fast enough? Am I that bad to be around that you just have to fly off the handle if there's traffic? Is it so off-putting to be around me? Okay. That's why I like my boyfriend. He's very, very cool. Oh, sense of humor is, I think intelligence and sense of humor tend to go hand in hand. Although actually maybe not. There's some intelligent people who aren't that funny. He had a barbecue stain on his white shirt. Oh yeah, and she was killing him in that mini skirt. I remember. I know that song. Something about a pickup truck too. I remember that. The one positive thing about sweatpants is easy. It's easy to ruffle. What do you do with the mess? Do you leave it in there? Like, what is going on? What do you do with the mess? Oh my god, your sweatpants are probably so gross. What do you do afterwards? When you finish, where does it go? I can't. Oh. Oh, I love that, Frost. Well, intelligence is to say the right thing at the right time, not just about communication. Yeah, is about being able to read the situation. Ah, I see. Captain Sweatpants. How did I meet my boyfriend? We were actually role playing in the roleplay server for GTA on NoPixel. And we were just friends. We were actually, he went from the friend zone to the boyfriend zone. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, in GTA. We were, it was pretty cool. It was fun. He was really fun to hang out with, and we got into a lot of mischief together. Yeah, the GTA game. Impossible. How do I learn this superpower? I think, well, after I went through my divorce, well, as I was leaving my ex-husband, I moved down to Florida, and he happened to live in Florida. I was gonna move to Florida irregardless of him being here, but it was nice to know somebody else when I was going through that. And then we ended up meeting at one point, and we hit it off, and then we were friends for a while, and he was teaching me how to drive, and now I don't drive, so. And yeah, so it was pretty dope. We just kind of hit it off and became friends. We just get along really well, so it's pretty nice. Imagine being a dude, then you're playing GTA and you meet your gorgeous future girlfriend. I think he's a Chad too. He taught you to drive so good that you no longer drive. He said the only way for me to stay out of accidents was for me to not drive. No, actually, I have a eye condition, a neurological condition called visual snow, and driving is a little bit difficult sometimes. So he does most of the driving, and yeah, it's easier that way. That's why I'm trying to move to a country with better public transit. In real life or GTA? No, he didn't teach me to drive in GTA. I am like average at driving in GTA. I played a lot of races when I was, before I played GTA RP, I actually played a lot of GTA Online, and I did a lot of races, but I wasn't like top of the line at it. There are people who play GTA Online, and they're fucking insane. Goodbye, Froggy. Yeah, you could totally get around Japan without a car. Most of my coworkers did when I was there. Yeah, that's what I like about the idea of moving to Japan, because public transit's really big, and well, the rent is like a third of the rent here, so that's very helpful. And there's a ton of adult things to do, so hopefully I can get permission to stream some fun adult things to do. And yeah, I think it would be a really cool experience. And why not, right? I don't have kids, and you know, I have a weird job, so I feel like it would be a lot of fun. Who drove in GTA? He drove in GTA too. He's the driver, I'm not the driver. To a succubus bar? What's a succubus bar? I would love to. Average at GTA driving mean you only drive the car up to the lawn of into a building half the time? Yes, exactly. I think driving in GTA RP is way different than driving in GTA Online. Because GTA Online, the cars are tuned relatively well, but GTA RP, the tunes are completely different. And like each car has different stability and how much each car rocks and stuff. It's way more complicated. There's all kinds of theme bars. I would love to go to a ton of theme bars. I want to go to there's I just went through like three in my head and I didn't say them out loud. I want to go to the Robot Cafe, I think that would be a lot of fun. The one where they do the huge performance. And I want to do, there's like I think, like ghost themed restaurant or izakaya, so I want to go there too. I think that would be a lot of fun. Musta, hey! It's been a fun 3 months, and I'm curious as to what your thoughts on my next question, which is coming in a few minutes. Oh, okay. I'm excited. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you. If you drove like GTA, you maybe die. That's true. That is very true. I'd love to go to a cat cafe. They have owl cafes and pig cafes and tons of different cafes, so I think it's kind of like a streamer's dreamland. Southeast Asia is way less like, I guess, uptight about rules. I don't really know, but there are a lot more places to do things. I'm not sure what the problem is in the United States in regard to that. I feel like we have a lot of food and we have a lot of outdoor things, but not a lot of indoor fun things to do, you know? Oh fuck, where you been? I've been right here! You still play on NoPixel? I was only there for a month. I haven't been playing on NoPixel for a little while, maybe a year. Ever since I left my ex, I haven't really had an opportunity to go back. My boyfriend got banned on NoPixel, so we definitely can't play now. It wouldn't be the same if I played without him. What kind of coffee do I like? I like... Okay. You have unlocked Ico Bliss lore. Congratulations. Very happy for you. My ultimate dream in life is to open up a coffee shop. Or like a cafe. That is my ultimate dream. And I have an affinity for coffee and drinks like nobody's business. I love them. I love experimenting with all sorts of teas and all sorts of different coffees and different combinations of how to make sweet drinks and fruit drinks and all these different smoothies and things. I love everything coffee related. What kind of coffee do I like? Oh, dude, to be a bartender? I love drip coffee. I love Vietnamese iced coffee, which is one of my favorite drip coffees. I'd kill for a NoPixel stream. Oh, que lindo. Would you draw little pictures in the foam? I would. I feel like I would make different themes. So seasonal themes for the food and drinks, and then seasonal or different holiday themes for the food and drinks, and then just different fun themes for the food and drinks of things that I find enjoyable. And I want to play around with like all sorts of flavors, and I want to try, I don't know, I just think it would be really, really cool to have a nice cafe where people could come in and they could, oh, I gotta take my mask. They could come in and be happy and relaxed and find, I just want to make a place where people feel comfortable. And yeah, I also plan on one day, I want to stream it once I start, you know, making it. And then people could come in and if they reference the stream, I could give them like 5% off the food or something, maybe 10%. And yeah, I would just love to have that. I think it would be a really, really enjoyable time. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you. I appreciate that a billion. I'm a gamer and I'm in more Need for Speed. Have you ever played Need for Speed? I have played Need for Speed, and I've played, what What is the other? What is the other game like that? The Heinz Dilemma is a parasocial question is coming next. I was curious as to what you think of the saying, everyone should work in a customer service. I think everyone should, 100%. Do customer service and charity once in their life. I think without doing both of those things, fulfillment isn't the same. I think it's very valid, and I think it would be more sensitive. Yes, I do think people would be more sensitive if there were more people doing customer service and more people who tried doing charity work. It just changes the way your brain behaves. You know, when you can see, oh, Plaid, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. What the heck? Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. I think it changes the way that people react to one another when you've been on the side of giving to somebody, you know, who may need something, and when you're on the side of serving somebody else. I think it really makes you respect that other person who's trying their best to make you happy, and you come across less aggressive. 15% or riot. Okay, 15% then. I'll give you 15% then. All subs get 15% off. Deal. Good night, Sin. Good night. You are very generous, and I appreciate you. I appreciate that very much. I spent a lot of time in customer service, and I used to serve my customers using a sock puppet I made. How did that go over? Oh, with the coffee shop too, or the cafe, I also want to make food as well. I want to make food and drinks, and I want to have sweets and different kind of savory foods. I don't know. I love the idea of waking up and making a whole bunch of fun things for people and having their day be a little bit happier. Because every time I go somewhere to a cafe, especially like a local one, and I get something nice, I always feel a little better. People seem to like it. That's the only thing that matters. You want a chicken nugget? I haven't eaten McDonald's in so many years. I'm not huge into McDonald's in the US. I don't think it tastes that good. It always gives me this weird aftertaste when I eat it. I haven't tried McDonald's in any other country though, so I don't want to limit myself, you know, because I heard that sometimes they're different. In a cafe making food? Yeah, that's what I want to do. When I worked as a bookseller, I kept changing my name tag to different author each shift. Wow! That's so fun! What a cool way to get people super excited about getting in and getting their books. You know, having a themed book store would be so much fun too, where you could like dress up as different authors and like walk around and pretend to be them. I wish we did more themed things. Everything has been so sterile in the US lately, and I remember when I was growing up, like everything was themed. Maybe that's why I have such an affinity for it. Like there were themed restaurants everywhere. Everything was themed. It was so enjoyable to go someplace and feel like you were in a different world. But everything has become very like clean and straightforward. What gaming platforms do I have? I have only a computer. Have you sat up before? No. I'm bedridden, actually. I'm spineless. I have no ability to ever sit up in my entire life. I was born with Jello spine. Jellyfish syndrome. How did you know? I'm not faking this cry. Sweatshirt blob theory. Greetings from the UK. Greetings. Did you hear that Final Fantasy Remake PLL changed Iname? No, I didn't hear that. Yeah, I have the rubber bone disease from Harry Potter. Exactly, exactly. And, you know, they're working on regrowing my bones, but it's a really tough experience. You never had a gaming PC? Well, once you get older, I'm sure you'll get a gaming PC. Unless you're already older now. In which case, when you get even older. You just gotta save up, you know. Save up your money if you can. Even if it's like $1. In 1,000 days, if you save up $1 a day, you could get a PC. You love my bangs? Thank you, I cut them myself. I think they came out pretty almost even. Halfway even. I've been a console gamer all my life. Like, I started with Nintendo and now I have Oculus and PlayStation. Oh yeah, I have see, I don't even think about the Switch because it's so second nature to have. But I have a Switch and I have Vive. But that goes to my PC. So I think of it more of an extension of the PC than its separate console itself. Yeah. Remake Part 2 is now Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I like the name Rebirth than Remake Part 2 or Remake. I think Rebirth is a way more fun way to describe that. Which country am I from? The United States. You